She was a very calm and quiet person. She loved to see people happy. She did not like arguments. She didn't want people raising their voice. She hated it. She just wanted a happy life. She wanted, a family.
I'm wondering if you want to speak. Who killed Banaz? You're innocent, then who killed Banaz? Who killed Banaz?
People following me, or still now they follow me. At any time, if anything happens to me, it's them.
This woman was murdered in a tragic honour killing. Please watch the rest of the video to find out why. Today's video will be about the heartbreaking case of Banaz Mahmod, a young woman whose life was cruelly taken in what was called an honour killing. Banaz was born in Iraq in 1985 and moved to the UK with her Kurdish family. At the age of 17, Banaz was forced into an arranged marriage with a man 10 years older than her. The marriage, meant to uphold family honour, quickly became a nightmare. Her husband was controlling, abusive and violent. Banaz endured the abuse for over 2 years before finding the courage to leave him, a decision that her family viewed as a disgrace. After leaving her husband, Banaz began a relationship with Rahmat Suleimani, a man she chose for herself. For her family, however, this was the ultimate betrayal. The dangers to Banaz became clear, and she desperately sought for help. She reported to the police 5 times, detailing the threats against her life. In one harrowing instance, she described being lured to her grandmother's house, where her father, Mahmod, and an associate attempted to kill her by forcing her to drink alcohol and then strangling her with a cord. Miraculously, she managed to escape by smashing a window and running to safety. Despite her pleas for protection, her reports were dismissed as family disputes and no meaningful intervention was ever made. On January 24, 2006, Banaz's worst fears became reality. Her father and uncle, Ari Mahmod, orchestrated her murder. They enlisted the help of 3 accomplices to carry out the killing. Banaz was lured to her home in Wimbledon, where she was brutally attacked. She was raped, strangled, and her body stuffed into a suitcase. Her murderers then drove her body to Birmingham, burying her in a garden to conceal their crime. For 3 months, Banaz was considered a missing person. Her family faked innocence, even attending vigils, all while knowing what they had done. It wasn't then until April 2006 that Banaz's body was discovered, buried 6 feet deep in a suitcase filled with decomposing remains. The gruesome discovery confirmed what many had feared. Banaz had been the victim of a calculated and premeditated murder carried out in the name of so-called honour. The investigation that followed was one of the most significant honour-based violence cases in UK history. Detective Chief Inspector Carolyn Good led the inquiry and vowed to seek justice for Banaz. Through surveillance, phone records and witness testimony, police built a strong case against Banaz's killers. In 2007, Banaz's father Mahmod and uncle Ari Mahmod were found guilty of her murder and sentenced to life in prison. 2 of their accomplices fled to Iraq but were later extradited back to the UK to face justice. Both were also convicted for Banaz's murder. Banaz's case exposed systemic failings in protecting victims of honour-based violence. Despite her repeated cries for help, the authorities failed to take her seriously, allowing her abusers to act with impunity. Her story became a turning point, prompting calls for greater awareness and action to address honour-based violence in the UK. I'd like to say RIP to Banaz Mahmod, and I sincerely hope something like this never ever happens again. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe as it really helps the growth of the channel.